All right. Hey, what's up, everybody? Mike Lindsley here on a Black Friday. Hope everybody had a great, healthy, and safe Thanksgiving. I am here at Rosie's Corner because on Fridays, this is what we do. Make sure you come on down here. You're in and around Central New York. You're here home for the holidays, seeing friends and family. Be sure to stop on by and grab some pizza, grab some wings, grab some Lunas. And, of course, there are themed food days during the week. You've got Meatloaf Monday. You have Turkey Slop Tuesday. You've got the Wednesday Chicken and Biscuit. And, of course, their fish late in the week as well. You can pair it with the mac and cheese or the French fries and coleslaw. Rosie's Corner is a proud supporter of the ML Sports Platter. And, of course, you can get them on Grubhub. Make sure you like them on Facebook, follow them on Instagram, and you can see all of their other specials as well. You know what I'm talking about. These guys right here, the 9-3 Buffalo Bills. They had another statement game yesterday against the Dallas Cowboys in Big D. This is now 3 straight dominating performances by the Buffalo Bills. I know, granted, it was only 6-0 at halftime against Denver, and I think it was, just a couple possession game yesterday, but the games felt quite at hand, in my opinion. Again, one play here, one play there, maybe gets the other team back in it, but the Bills' defense didn't allow it. I'm going to talk about them in just a second, but I think what this game is about more than anything is the Bills and their quarterback, who's closer now than ever before to being a franchise quarterback, arriving on the big stage. Now, you can give me everything you want about the Dallas Cowboys. They're only 500. They're a shit team. They're terrible. I'm hearing Cowboy narratives about this, how this team is trash. They're awful. I don't think they're awful. I think they're a head coach away from being a possible Super Bowl contender, honest to God. And people had this team as exactly that going into the season. I just think Jason Garrett cost his team so many plays, so many mismanaged games this year by Jason Garrett. And I don't think he's maximizing a lot of the talent on that team. This Cowboy team has a top 3 player really at several positions, top 5 at the most. When you look at Dak Prescott, you look at Amari Cooper, you look at Ezekiel Elliott, Leighton Vander Esch, who was out, I realize that. You got you got DeMarcus Lawrence up front. They got a lot of great players. And the Bills basically shut them the hell down on Thanksgiving. This was an arrival game for the Bills, a franchise that hadn't played on Thanksgiving Day in 25 years, going back to 1994 against the Detroit Lions. And Josh Allen was making play after play after play. I thought he was fantastic. Obviously, you have to pinpoint the one play that the ball was on the ground. Allen somehow figures out a way to get it, and he just pushes his way to a first down. And then Brian Daboll, A+++ job again, calling plays for the Bills yesterday. Right after that, you had the double reverse play, and the touchdown score was unbelievable. Josh Allen is getting absolutely on page over and over again with his players, his receivers. You look at the cohesiveness he now has, the intermediary short stuff that people were worried about with Josh Allen at the beginning of his career. Remember the completion percentage. This guy's so inaccurate. What are we going to... Listen, that's what coaching does in the NFL. That's why I told everybody, hold your horses, pump the brakes. You got to wait till the guy gets here. You got to give him time to grow with coaches. You got to give him time with guys who you put around him to help him. Well, look at what's happening now. He is absolutely getting the barrels of fruition here in terms of his production going up from guys who Brandon Beane and Sean McDermott and company brought in to put around him. John Brown right now leading the AFC in yardage for a wide receiver. He and Josh Allen are right on cue. Cole Beasley, an 110-yard game yesterday for the Buffalo Bills. Devin Singletary, tremendous running, and of course is a threat to catch it out of the backfield. And then I think one of the most under-talked about things in the entire NFL, but certainly within the 4 walls of the Buffalo Bills, is their offensive line. I think their offensive line has been absolutely terrific. When you look at Mitch Morse, the center who was back yesterday, you look at Quentin Spain, you look at Feliciano, you look at all these players. Deion Dawkins has had the best year of his career. They have had a lot of guys playing their best football of their career at the same time up front. And that offensive line pushed Dallas the hell around yesterday for the most part. The only real thing on defense that was a little bit still of a problem was Zeke Elliott in terms of the chunk yardage. But the Bills were able to contain those guys and pick off Dak Prescott. It's funny how the national media and a lot of Cowboy fans go into a game, oh, Dak Prescott, amazing player. He's playing at an MVP level. The Bills kicked the hell out of the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, and all of a sudden, wow, the Cowboys aren't that good. Can't have it both ways, man. This was a big-time win for Buffalo. And the narrative of the Buffalo Bills, I keep trying to tell people that you have to throw it out the window. I was with you when the team was 5-1. But not anymore. This team is 9-3. The narrative has been we don't know how good they are because the schedule is soft. Also, I've alluded to the fact that the Bills play every game but one yesterday at 1 o'clock on Sundays, which is a huge, huge benefit. Now, it is, but people aren't talking about that. I wish maybe they would, because then we'd have one more thing to say why the Bills aren't a very good team, right? Just keep the disrespect coming because this team seems to thrive over it. But the reality is 1 o'clock games do, in fact, help. The narrative, though, that the schedule is a piece of cake, it doesn't fly with me anymore, man. This team won on a national stage when the Cowboys' backs were against the wall, and they had to have it against a team that has immensely more is immensely more talented than the Buffalo Bills. They just are. And the Bills beat them to an absolute pulp. When you play divisional games in the NFL and you play games on the road in the NFL, records go out the window. It was just last week with the Pittsburgh Steelers, one of the hottest teams in football, a wild card contender, despite the fact that they have literally nothing left on offense. They were put to the test by the Bengals in Cincinnati. Cincinnati, by the way, if you haven't been paying attention, hasn't even won a game. You look at teams going on the road all the time, playing inferior opponents, they struggle a little bit. Look at how different of a team on the road New Orleans is than at home. There's something to be said for, and if you don't think so, go look at the percentages of teams that went on the road in the NFL. It's about 33 to 37% or so, depending on the season. And the Bills have won every single game on the road except one. And if Josh Allen hits one relatively deep ball against Cleveland, the Bills are on the road undefeated. Plus, the divisional games, the Bills have won every one but one. That one loss was a game where they hung in with the New England Patriots, and had it not been for a special teams touchdown, or even if Allen had struck against the best defense in the NFL with some kind of a deep ball, the Bills win that game as well. So they've been playing extremely, extremely well. And obviously, one of the big things to talk about with the Bills, the unit that every week, really from the first snap of the season at the Meadowlands against the New York Jets, it's been the defense. The defense has been the unit that has literally been up here all season long. They didn't need time to grow. They have been dominant right from the start. Now, granted, there have been times where third and long, you can't get off the field. You give up those long extended drives in the game late, but I think that's because they're on the field too much. And then obviously, you look at this team, they've been struggling to stop the run at times against the likes of Saquon Barkley in the first half and Nick Chubb. You look at Ezekiel Elliott at times yesterday. They give up a ton against Adrian Peterson. It's been chunk yardage. Miles Sanders killed him for the Philadelphia Eagles. Neither here nor there, the Bills' defense, outside of those little things here and there, it's been pretty good. This defense has won a couple of games on its own. And look at yesterday, the absolute throttling of the Dallas Cowboys, pushing their offensive line with the best in the NFL. Record, no record, talk about it however you want. Their O-line has been absolutely spectacular for the last couple of years. Why do you think Zeke Elliott gets a lot of holes? Dak can go off of play action. The Bills rattled them until kingdom come. You take a look at the pressure. Ed Oliver was a monster. Jerry Hughes all over the field. Star Lotulelei all over the place and getting an interception. The linebackers, stellar. Tremaine Edmonds, Matt Milano. Micah Hyde, I believe, had about 10 tackles as well. Trey White was doing his usual trade A type stuff, and the Bills defense came to play. 26-15 winners over Dallas. Now they get extra 2 days and then the next week to start preparing for the Baltimore Ravens. And I can tell you right now, I'm picking Buffalo next week. I'm picking them 19-16. I'm riding the momentum. I'll do my full NFL preview next week. I'll do my recap after the games this Sunday and Monday. But I am right now picking the Bills. I'm not waiting. I'm going 19-16 next week. I think they're going to beat Lamar Jackson and company because I think the Ravens are pretty much due to lose, and the Bills are hot. They're going to be home. The crowd's going to be absolutely banana land. And the Ravens, they're ready to face another tough defense. They had a great game against the New England Patriots. A little bit of a different defense for the Bills. Not as good probably, but still pretty darn good, and they do some different things formationally that the Patriots don't. So it'll be a new look there. But the Bills are rolling at 9-3, and the narrative doesn't work that the Bills haven't played anybody with a schedule, as I just explained. Get on down here to Rosie's Corner. Pizza, pasta, cold and hot subs, wings, you name it, and themed food during the week, including Meatloaf Monday and Fish Friday. I'm Mike Lindsley. Hit me on Twitter at Mike L Sports. Rosie's Corner. Jason, Jody, and the gang killing it, doing an awesome job. Be sure to get on down here during the holidays for all the games, pizza, wings, and a heck of a lot more. Thanks a lot for watching 9 Minutes with me. Enjoy the games.